Ever feel like you're, trying to keep up with these huge shifts happening? Like there's this massive change going on, you should get it, but actually diving in just feels, well, overwhelming.
Yeah, that feeling. That's exactly what we're digging into today. We're focusing on something that's just exploded into everyone's awareness really fast.
Yeah.
These advanced AI chatbots, think ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Microsoft Copilot, all since late 2022.
Right. November 30th, 2022, that date kind of sticks out. ChatGPT arrived, and it's just been nonstop since then, hasn't it? With Google and Microsoft jumping in so quickly, too. Suddenly, these tools, these really capable AI tools, are just part of the conversation.
And the mission for you, listening in, is really to get a solid handle on the core changes these AIs are driving. We're talking, how we find information, the future of work, how we learn, and we're pulling this from insights in the dawn of the AI revolution.
Okay.
No super technical jargon, just the essential stuff you need to know.
Okay, let's get into it then. One of the first things, and it's honestly kind of stunning, is how these chatbots have just flipped the script on finding information. Forget digging through pages and pages of search results.
It's the speed, right?
Yeah.
And the sheer volume.
Mm.
Our source highlights how tools like Google Gemini and ChatGPT can basically scan hundreds of thousands of websites in just seconds.
Hundreds of thousands
Yeah.
in seconds.
I mean, think about that. It's like having this enormous library that's always up to date, plus a super fast research assistant who finds exactly what you need almost instantly. It's not just faster searching.
No, it feels fundamentally different.
It really is. It could potentially uncover connections, maybe patterns in data that, well, humans just couldn't find manually, not on that scale.
It's almost difficult to really grasp that level of processing. Doing that kind of research ourselves, it would take, what, lifetime? So this isn't just a small step up.
No, no. It's a massive leap in how we access knowledge. It really feels like a totally new era.
Yeah, new era of access.
Exactly. And this efficiency, it's not just saving time, though that's huge. It opens up whole new possibilities for research, for analysis. Think about scientific discovery accelerating, because researchers can connect findings from all over instantly.
Okay, so that's information access. Now let's pivot a bit to how this is all shaking up work. It seems like, well, every AI discussion ends up there, right? Our jobs, our careers.
Absolutely. And the source we're looking at has some really compelling points here. A big one is automating repetitive tasks, like take software development. The source gives this specific example: AI writing boilerplate code.
Right, that's standard stuff, the foundational bits every programmer writes again and again. It's necessary, but maybe not the most exciting part of the job.
Exactly. And tools like GitHub Copilot, using these AI models, can suggest or even write chunks of this code.
And here's where it gets interesting, isn't it? It's not just saving time on the boring bits.
Precisely. By taking over that routine coding, AI lets developers focus on the harder stuff, the complex problems, the innovation, the strategy.
So it elevates their work.
Yeah, lets them concentrate on higher level thinking, maybe create more sophisticated stuff. The potential for faster development, maybe even cleaner code. It's pretty significant.
And this isn't just a tech world thing, is it? Our source talks about customer service, too, handling routine questions.
Oh, definitely. Think about, waiting on hold forever. AI chatbots can offer support 24/7, answering common questions, fixing standard issues.
Things human agents just can't do, schedule-wise.
Right. And that can mean happier customers. Plus, businesses can use their human teams for the really tricky stuff, the situations that need actual empathy and, well, human judgment.
It's interesting how history kind of echoes itself here. The source draws this line back to the Industrial Revolutions. New tech comes along, jobs change, some disappear, new ones pop up.
That historical context is so important. Our source does suggest that AI will make certain tasks less common, maybe even obsolete. Things like heavy data entry, basic customer support interactions, maybe even initial legal document reviews or simple accounting tasks.
The repetitive, data-heavy stuff.
Exactly. Tasks that are really well suited for AI.
But it's not all doom and gloom about jobs disappearing, is it? The source also mentions new roles being created.
Yes, definitely. We'll need people to build and manage these AI systems, people thinking about the ethics, people handling the huge data sets, AI developers, data scientists, AI ethicists.
So a whole new set of skills become crucial.
Which brings us to, well, the need for upskilling, for reskilling. We need ways to prepare people for these new kinds of jobs that are emerging.
So less about robots taking all jobs, more like a big shift in what humans do at work. Okay, let's talk education. Seems like AI is set to shake things up there too, maybe enhance it.
Enhance is a good word. There's potential for a really fundamental change in how learning happens. The source mentions automating things like admin tasks, maybe even some assessment grading.
Which frees up teachers.
Potentially, yeah. Frees them up to spend more time actually engaging with students, trying innovative teaching methods, maybe more one-on-one interaction.
Less grading, more guiding. That sounds pretty good.
And beyond that, AI could enable highly personalized learning. Imagine a system adapting to your specific needs, your learning style, your pace.
That's a world away from the sort of one-size-fits-all approach many of us experienced.
It really is. But there's a crucial point the source makes. We also need to teach students about AI.
Right. Not just how to use the tools.
Exactly. They need to understand its applications, the basic ideas behind it, its limitations too. That's essential preparation for the future workforce they'll be entering.
Okay, so summing that up a bit. AI handles the low-skill, repetitive stuff across many sectors: data entry, basic customer service, document review, financial analysis.
And by doing that, it kind of unlocks human capital, doesn't it? It
Well,
frees people up for roles needing those uniquely human skills we keep mentioning.
critical thinking, emotional intelligence.
Complex problem solving, creativity, innovation, tasks needing judgment, nuance.
It's almost like AI takes the drudgery, letting us focus on more stimulating, maybe more valuable work. And the source even suggests AI could take on more complex roles later.
Yeah, that's looking further ahead, but the potential is there. AI moving beyond just processing data to actively identifying trends, making predictions, maybe even autonomous decisions in things like logistics or helping with strategic planning.
That sounds like massive potential, but, and it's a big but, our source stresses we need to be really careful about how we integrate all this. It's not just about the tech.
Absolutely not. The need for really good, widespread reskilling and upskilling programs is critical. People need pathways to develop the new skills required as the job market shifts. We can't just leave people behind.
And there are bigger societal questions too, right? As AI gets more powerful, more autonomous.
Yes. Huge ethical considerations, algorithmic bias, data privacy, who's accountable when an AI makes a mistake, the potential for misuse. These are urgent questions.
So we need rules, frameworks.
We need robust regulatory frameworks, yes. We need transparency in how these systems are built and used. And we need ongoing public discussion to guide AI's development responsibly.
It really feels like we're at a crucial point. The tech is racing ahead.
And we need our workforce preparation, our ethical thinking, and our regulations to keep pace. The success of this whole AI integration really depends on both the tech and our ability to adapt and set the right guidelines.
Okay, so let's recap this deep dive then. Based on the dawn of the AI revolution, these advanced AI chatbots are rapidly changing how we get information, they're reshaping work, automating some tasks, creating new ones, and they're set to transform education.
And a key takeaway is that while AI handles routine work, it pushes us towards higher-level human skills. Critical thinking, creativity, complex problem solving, adaptability, and lifelong learning are going to be absolutely essential for everyone.
So hopefully you now have a clear picture of these really profound shifts driven by AI without getting lost in all the technical weeds.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you to chew on. As AI increasingly handles routine tasks, what are those uniquely human skills that will become most valuable in the coming years? And, maybe more importantly, what can you start doing now to cultivate them?